G'day tax dodgers, old mate Darky back out in the shed with part 2 of the ZH2 rear wheel spindle installation as promised. I reckon I've got everything set up, so let's get into it, shall we? I've popped the mighty ZH2 up on the front wheel chock just to get it levelled up. So much easier to work on than on the side stand, and don't have to worry about putting it up on the rear wheel stand either. So anyway, have a look down here. I've got everything set out. So a couple of the bobbins, I've got the rod there, I've got the split pin which I'm going to need to trim, nuts, washers, there's not a lot to it. And as we saw in the last video, each one of these had an aluminium insert as well. Now, first point of interest. One side of the stainless steel rod has a long thread, one side has a short one. What to do with that? Stand by. Okay, pretty generic sort of instructions here from Evotech on front and rear spindle bobbins, dual sided. So what have we got here? Where's one that looks like mine? Front. Okay, this one looks a little bit like what we've got. There's a castle nut. This will be the piece that goes over the top. So, looks like we tighten up this side first on the short thread and leave the long thread on the other side, so the non-castle nut side. Sounds fair? Let's give it a go. Okay, I'll just need to pop a spanner on that and tighten him up a little bit to get him over that locking section of the lock nut. And that'll be good to go, but first things first, that little beauty there needs to be trimmed to size. And through the magic of video, there it is. Trimmed down to size. Alright, let's just see how we go here. Too big. Too big. I'll need another 5 to 10 mil off that again. Alright, I'll try again. Okay, split pin shortened. Let's just see what we can do now. Up to there. Through there. Slight problem. Okay, well, so go over. That's not a problem there. So the split pin has to sit that way. It won't sit in like that so that the two splits can go either side. So it'll only go that way to sit down. I reckon the inside split I'll push that way. This one I'll shorten and it can come out ways, but it can't come out too far. So I'll just have to shorten one of those legs. Well, she's a bush mechanic sort of day apparently. So as you can see there, one leg's come off. That's in there, and we've left one of them nice and long. So back up to the axle. In he goes. And that, I'll just push that in so it's up into the axle and that won't interfere with anything. I haven't left enough for the little fella to come forward, but that's okay. I'm happy with that. At least there's still going to be a circlip in there, a split pin in there. So that's okay. That's okay. I doubt very much whether that castle nut will ever be able to unwind once we get these bad boys on. So let's do that. And done. Circlip in, and that leg has been hit in, and to do that I just used a big old Allen key soft face hammer. Job done. Alright, she's ready for the fit up. Okay, here we go. Castle nut sides all fitted up, ready to go. Okay, let's just see how we go here. So that clears that split pin just nicely, goes over the top, and that seems to fit up very nicely. Yeah, happy with that. Okay, round to the chain side. Okay, round to the chain side. As you can see, the rods come through. Here's our bits and pieces ready to go on. So, given that I'm no octopus, I'll just put the camera down, fit it up, and then I'll come back. You really need, if you want to film this and do it, you really need to be an octopus, let me tell you. So, back soon. Okay, quick little loose fit up. Minor problem. Not enough thread in there. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the other side. I was fairly generous with the way I wound that nut on, so I'm just going to back it off a little bit, give me a little bit more to work with around here. Stand by. There it is, folks. What you haven't seen is a fair bit of huffing and puffing, because that rod through the centre is just a smidge too short on the ZH2 from the ZX10, so something's not quite the same, but a little bit of old school ingenuity, is that a word? Guess it is now. I've put slimmer washers in and managed to screw them up tight. Now I've barely made the locking part of that nut on that side. And let's just cruise around to the other side, and that one is just in. So if it bothers me or you, I'll pop a bit of Loctite on it, take it off and pop a bit of Loctite on. But for the most part, they are on and looking good. Happy with that. There we are, team. ZH2 rear spools on. It is doable. Darky's proved it. Bit of huffing and puffing, as I said, but it's done. Next project, I've got the front spools and the tip over protection, once again from Evotech to fit up. So that'll be the next little project. But for now, Darky out.